The following are preview clips from the Tower of Love, SDI Entertainment's newest documentary about the historic Park Theater and the fight to save it. Built in 1913, the Park Theater is the oldest running movie theater west of the Mississippi. Tower of Love will take you through the history of this historic monument, as well as the fight to save this theater for future generations to come. This film, along with many others, will play at the first ever Estes Park Film Festival at the historic Park Theater, September 15th through the 17th. For more info about the festival, please visit sdientertainment.com.
Well, the Historic Park Theater was built in 1913. It is the oldest running movie theater that was originally built as a movie theater in the United States, as far as we know. We know that it is definitely the oldest operating movie theater west of the Mississippi River. It was added to the Historic Register in 1986, and it was bought by my grandparents in 1982. The historic landmark tower was actually added in 1926 by Ralph Gwynn, and Ralph Gwynn was the prior owner before my grandparents started running the theater. My grandparents bought the theater from Vic Walker in 1982. That was also the same year as the Long Lake flood of Estes Park.
And you have to think about the fact that Estes Park in 1913, when this theater was originally built, was nothing. I mean, it was a small, little, tiny village of mountain people, and to have a theater was probably phenomenal. I mean, it was nice because even though it's only 20 miles down to Lyons and, of course, 35 miles down to Boulder, you're kind of isolated. And of course, before the Stanley steamers, they built the road for the Stanley steamers, it was a wagon trail. And when they built the steamers in 1908 to 1909, I think that's when they were encouraged that, okay, the Stanley Hotel's here now, so now it's a bigger deal. And then they could put in the theater. And then it had something for his people that he brought from the east to do. Well, what's amazing to me about Estes Park is Estes Park has a draw. Once you come here, I suppose you either love it or you don't care. But the people that love it passionately love it. I mean, it has a draw that I think it soothes your soul. And I've thought about that a long time. And one of the things that I think it does is we have Longs Peak here. Longs Peak and the Continental Divide with the Rocky Mountain National Park. This is a special place. This is a place that draws people, and maybe from the hubbub of the world below, maybe it soothes you, maybe it makes you feel better. I know that I've had many people come to me and tell me how, yes, that they will always come back to Estes Park because it's in their heart.
This theater was very important to Mick and Ola Stanger, and because it was important to them, it's important to me. My fondest memories, and it happens on a regular basis, people come up to you and tell you how glad they are that this theater still exists and how much they enjoyed the opportunity to be able to come here and see a film, regardless of what the show was about. We have people come in, we didn't come because of what's planned, we came because we wanted to be in the theater. I had a gal from Oregon last year, her and her daughter came in, and I don't remember what show they were watching, but after they went out at the end of the evening, she told me where they were from, and she said, I want you to know this was the highlight of our trip.